first round of Kuwait's National Rally Championship 1987 starts on the 12th of December 1986. The final round of the Kuwait National Championship 1987 has attracted more competitors than ever before, 29, many of them entering for the first time. Fires has his hands full dealing with the novices and old pros such as Hilal. Fadi Mansour will be hoping for better luck in the Mitsubishi Sapporo, while he and some of the other newcomers prepare their cars for scrutineering. The Gold Ring team of Mubarak and Anwar Al-Omer in for their second race of the season. The big guns of Eid Falah, Mohammed Hosseini, Al-Wazan and Ahmed Dhafiri are ready for a showdown in this, the final race of the season, to be held on November the 7th, 1987. Khalid Khalifa takes the much-favored Marlboro Toyota out of scrutineering, but it is Hilal and Rashid in the diminutive Daihatsu who set a blistering pace on the first stage. Ali Al-Barami is the second car to leave, as Ahmed Dhafiri was unable to start and is out of the rally. One of the hazards of this rally will be the constant threat of spectators driving on the course. Ahmed Nasser learns this at the outset and consequently almost loses the Mitsubishi on the first corner. Nasser Dhafiri is pushing hard in the number 5, a Datsun 160J, cutting a good line on the corners and slinging the car around with gusto. Mohammed Hosseini's old car, the Toyota Corolla, now at the hands of Ghassan Mantash, somewhat different to the Mitsubishi Colt he was used to. 4x4 veteran Tariq Al-Alyan has had mechanical trouble earlier, but is a competitor to the bitter end. Confirming earlier predictions, Al-Wazan is already showing that he's a contender for a leading position in the number 9 Marlboro-backed Toyota, but Mohammed Hosseini in his new Toyota has started immediately behind him and is driving very well, with seemingly few problems in this unfamiliar machine. Mumtaz Shah in the Hyundai Pony is plugging away, but is posing no threat to Al-Wazan and Hosseini. Sounding more like an aircraft than a car, Fuad Al-Ardi in the Nissan Skyline. Appearing for the second time this season, Syed Muhammad Ali in the number 15 Lada is making good time in this relatively underpowered car, while Fadi Mansour in the number 18 is unable to keep in touch with the leaders and is destined for disaster in stage 4. Driving the most rolled car in Kuwait is Narcis Hagabayan in the number 17 Toyota Celica. They are followed by the number 19 of Nouri Al-Hassawi, a Datsun 180B. Emphasizing the international feeling of this event is the Austrian team of Fries Nigger and Miss Klugnig in the modified Volkswagen. They are followed by Ali Al-Idris in the Nissan Silvia. The second four-wheel drive entrant of Mubarak Al-Omer is showing good promise as he turns towards the quarry of stage 1, which holds a few surprises, such as patches of soft sand to trap the unwary. Mohammed Al Nasser, already having lost valuable seconds in stage 1 to spectators driving on the course, is about to suffer another setback, poised for a damaging visit to a lone boulder in stage 2. Nasser the Fiery is driving very well and enters the quarry only to find his way blocked by a pickup stuck in the sand. The Fiery drops over 30 seconds on the round, but is still putting in a spirited performance. Al-Falah, who started stage 1 late due to carburetor problems, is trying desperately to make up for lost time. After misjudging the entrance to the quarry, he shows the spectators just how to negotiate the obstacle that cost the Fiery so much time. Even with his and Askanani's experience and the powerful Opel, Eid now has an almost impossible task to catch the leaders, but the rally is not over yet. The question, is Ghassan in control of the car, or is the Corolla driving itself? The unfamiliar power of this engine is posing a problem for Ghassan, who seems to be driving his own rally, throwing the Toyota Corolla into a classic half-reverse flick. During practice, the course has been made more difficult as the firm tracks have been turned into soft sand. It's not so bad if you're driving a Daihatsu Rocky in these conditions. Four-wheel drive is a tremendous advantage, and Tariq is holding on to a leading position, while Khaloud just holds on. The sandy conditions of the quarry and the later parts of the stage are not helping to make stage times all that they should be. Leading the rally is Al-Wazan in the number 9 Toyota, entering the quarry and all the hazards it entails. Wazan can take comfort from the fact that Ahmed the Fiery is out of the way and the Opel Ascona of Eid Al-Falah has slipped down the field. Although his pace is somewhat slower than expected, Wazan is not taking it easy. Soft sand gives the spectators slower but more spectacular entertainment. But entertainment is not what's on Wazan's mind. Muhammad Al-Husseini is. The number 10 of Husseini is only seconds behind. Somewhat uncharacteristically, Husseini is driving a well-paced rally, putting ever-increasing pressure on the Marlboro car. Although many suggested that Husseini would be unable to control the Toyota, he is fast proving that he is not experimenting with the car and is in total control. Well, almost. Mumtaz Shah in the Hyundai Pony enters the quarry for the second time, only to find the pickup and soft sand to greet him, parking his Hyundai in an unfamiliar way. The aircraft-sounding Nissan makes a good entry to the quarry and skillfully negotiates the soft sand, the pickup, and the Hyundai. In the event, various parts have been stripped off the car. However, the Nissan seems mechanically unaffected by the machinations of its driver. Some helping hands get the number 15, Syed Muhammad Ali, going again, and he puts on a display of fine driving for the crowd. The aging Toyota Celica is still going strong, but Narcis is nursing a broken front suspension around the quarry, which is not helping his timings. For number 17 and the rest of the field, it's a matter of holding on as they are relegated to a fight amongst themselves. The amazing Hilal and Rashid hold on to third place, embarrassing a number of drivers in more powerful cars. Consistent performance by Barami keeps him in fourth place, where he is likely to stay. With no obstacles on this part of the course, Al Nasser gets a clear run and follows Barami in fifth place. Having overcome his mechanical problems, it's Eid al-Falah who is driving faster than anyone can remember. Putting in a fast time indeed, he will retire the Ascona after this fine display of driving. A well-judged drive gives the Theory a place in the top 10, his Datsun sounding good. Still in the rally, but with a host of problems, the number 7, the Toyota of Mantash, is losing touch with the leaders. The Toyota is closely shadowed by the experienced Al Alyan in the familiar BP Rocky, another storming drive with a success story attached. Wazan's smooth and accomplished performance has been achieved under constant pressure from Hosseini. A mere 6 seconds will separate them by the lunch break. Wazan's concentration and control remains absolute, but Hosseini stays in pursuit. The two men, monitoring each other's times, are trading seconds, putting ever-increasing pressure on Wazan. With the Hyundai out of the sand, Shah is driving a stunning pace, trying to make up lost time. Narcis and Al Dawood in the number 17 Silica are making their last appearance in this rally and retire shortly after this. An amazingly high number of cars are still in the rally and enjoying the ditches of the Makwa quarry. Although the course is rapidly deteriorating, confirming earlier predictions, stage times are consistently good, giving the lower seeds a fighting chance as the number 9 and 10 cars of Wazan and Husseini battle it out for the lead position. Tarek Al-Wazan, the number 9 seed, has forced his way into the lead, but with only seconds to spare.
You think that Husseini can catch you back?
No way.
No way.
No way.
All right, so you will be the winner.
A spirited performance puts Husseini into a solid second position in his new Toyota Celica. The car may be new, but Husseini has experience.
What will happen now? You will try to win the rally? Sure.
I hope.
So push a bit more, huh?
I hope.
Okay,
I can't drive faster than this because I'm not afraid with the car.
Yeah.
But
you don't want to break it?
I don't want to break it.
So take it easy, huh?
Okay.
Good luck. Huh?
Despite suspension problems and a puncture in the fourth stage, the underpowered Daihatsu Rocky of Tarek Al-Alyan was still in touch with the leaders.
Result. Yeah. So where are you lying now?
No, I don't know yet, but I was fifth until this stage. So let's see where I'm
What are your stage times average?
Well, they're all 8.
8 minutes?
Yeah, 8 minutes. 8:13, 8:14 was the max.
A whole catalogue of problems had kept Friesnegger's Volkswagen busy in the morning. But despite their low start position of number 20, their stage times gave them a fighting chance to improve their position.
The car was stuck, we lost 1 minute. The second stage, he had to reverse, he didn't let us pass. It was another 30 seconds.
A supremely relaxed Al Hilal, assured of the national championship, knows it's only a matter of care and concentration.
Deep sand coming out and going in the curry, the other curry, and then the hairpin down where the passage control. There's nothing I can do because the car maybe drives 10 or 5. Because whatever I will do is just, it's a big hole, and the car, the just soft sand, yes.
Just
the ground, the bottom of the car is touching the ground.
Starting the second leg after regrouping, it's Wazan and Khalifa in the Marlboro Toyota who lead the field. But only seconds behind is Husseini and Ibrahim Muhammad piling on the pressure in the Ferrari-sponsored Toyota. For Hilal and Rashid, the race is a pleasant Friday afternoon drive, lying in third place. Regrouping has seen Barami and Ziad pushed into fourth position, problems with their suspension not helping their efforts. An excellent drive by Ibrahim Al-Mawad has brought him up from 23rd to 5th position. But the experienced Al Nasser in the Mitsubishi is not far behind. Against most predictions, the Mr. and Mrs. Al-Alyan team are holding on to a strong 7th position. Vafiri and Habri in the number 8 slot have slipped 3 places from their original starting position and are now just ahead of the gold ring larder of Al Omer, whose consistent efforts are being rewarded. Sojan in the standard Toyota Corolla is another competitor who has moved up well from his starting position. Shah in the Hyundai Pony has encountered a series of problems and is just holding on to his original seated position. The Al Hassawi team are putting up with a bouncy ride. Still in the race, they are followed by the standard Starion of Shoei and Ganin. Being careful on the bumps, but otherwise making up fast for lost time in the first leg is the Volkswagen Beetle, followed by the comparatively silent Lada of Syed Muhammad Ali. Mohamed Al Hosseini wins the final round of the National Championship, his first win of the season, edging Tariq Al-Wazan into second position. Ahmed Hilal takes third place in the Daihatsu and wins the 1987 championship overall.